Hello, my name is Kat. Welcome to Love, Drama, and Deceit. Today we're going to be discussing The Young and the Restless and The Bold and the Beautiful. I'm going to do like a review of Monday and Tuesday. Okay, first I'm going to start with the Young and the Restless, talking about Phyllis and Sharon. Wow, that's right there is a mess in itself, but someone has kidnapped them, and people are thinking that they just out and about doing their own thing. But eventually, Sharon starts to blame Phyllis. Phyllis starts to blame Sharon, their children and stuff like that. And then Daniel and Summer, they are wondering where Phyllis is. She was supposed to have breakfast with them. She never showed up, so that's how all of this came about. And for Sharon, her and Nick had plans, and she never showed up. So that's what made everybody suspicious of what going on. Even though they were suspicious, they all got phone calls telling them that they was all right, and they got phone calls the same day, back to back, almost from a burner phone. So they didn't seem to think anything was suspicious of it until Billy came in. Daniel went to talk. Well, first Nick and Summer met at Crimson and Light, and Chance was that came, and they talked to Chance about it again. And so Chance did some more investigating and found out that Phyllis' car was still in the garage at the country club, and Sharon's car was at Cassie's, I believe, at her place of business. And so they all were sitting at and talking about it. And Daniel was at Billy's house talking to Billy about Phyllis, and then he finally told him that Sharon was missing. But Billy believed that something is going on, but they want to keep saying Phyllis is Phyllis. Don't know how they want to believe it. I know Phyllis is this and Phyllis is that, but in this circumstance, you can tell that something is not right, because why would she just take off like Billy said? You got a new business new business venture, and she wouldn't just take off because she's trying to reinvent herself. And plus, if she was going off to do something like he said, she would have told Daniel, not Summer, because Summer is not part of the business. So there. So I think then Daniel gets a phone call from Chan saying meet them at Crimson Light, and so when they get there, they tell them. Chance tells him what's going on as far as Phyllis' car being left at the place at the country club, and they all are sitting there. So Billy he was trying to tell Billy to leave, but no, but he told him it was okay if he stayed, because he have interest in finding Phyllis, and I think he really cares about Phyllis, regardless, because actually to me, I think they're both two of a kind. But I want to put my 2 cents in here. I think it's in. I can't think of anybody else that would kidnap them, because I've been trying to think about it. First, I was trying to think about Nick's past with that girl that I don't know if he had that. I think he had somebody. Did somebody die or something on his watch? Something happened back in the day, and Victor covered it up. I was wondering if it was somebody from Nick's past that was trying to get back at Nick and taking it out on Sharon and Phyllis. But me personally, I think it's Ian. But that's the only thing that I can think of that other than Ian, because Ian, they showed Ian in the ambulance. He did not. He woke up, and they never showed him anymore after that. And nobody even took out the time to try to find out if he was actually dead or checked on him in the hospital or anything like that. I can understand why, but me personally, somebody to put my family through that, I would have been checking to see if this man was actually really dead. And but then I'm gonna go back to what Phyllis and then why I don't know why they blaming each other's kid, but they came to the realization that they were just being petty, you know. So, and we're gonna they come to the realization that they both was being petty on that part of it, that blaming each other's children, because they just trying to figure out why this person had got them locked in this house. Looked like a mental facility or something. And Sharon was trying to what Phyllis called it. Don't try to get inside her brain. Don't try to psychological her, and so Sharon just kind of looked at her. They both, actually, both of them need help. You ask me, but hopefully, somebody will open their eyes. And then, Nick did go to Victor, but they all believe that Ian is dead, and they're trying to figure out that who it is. Because they just need to rethink the fact that they didn't see Ian die, but nobody's thinking along those terms. But right now, that is pretty much what's going on that front with Sharon and Phyllis and Nick and them. And, with Summer and Daniel, and then Billy, he's involved in that as well because they trying to do this business. And then Jack and Diane comes over to Billy and Sally's to have dinner with them. And then, Diane had to put her 2 cents in about talking about Phyllis, and Billy had to tell her, well, you have a past too, Diane, asking want to know why he wants to go into business with Phyllis, which is really, to me, is none of her business. You stayed away from your son for 20 years, playing dead, and but everybody seemed like they're giving you a pass on that. I'm not gonna say everybody, but Jack seems to. And then, I know Jack got his own issues, with Phyllis, but I think that Jack needs to stand up and take responsibility too, far as Phyllis, because I think he's being very unfair to Phyllis, because when they were married, he didn't he let Victor came in and kidnapped Jack, replaced him with another person, and put him in Phyllis' bed. But then then Jack didn't really try to seek revenge on Victor for that. And and I think that and I think Phyllis probably had the problem with that, but even though they were getting close at that one time before Diane came in the picture. But anyway, and then Jack didn't like the fact either that Diane was being down on Phyllis. But okay, so we're gonna talk about Nate and Audra. I like Nate and Audra together, but I think Audra's gonna mess it up. She gave him some of the truth about Holden instead of just telling him all of it, because right then and there was a good time to tell him, because he was really just, he forgave her. That was before him and her. And so if she had just gave him the truth, it can't be that bad. I couldn't remember. I couldn't begin to think of what it is, unless he was the father of that child that she said it was Noah's. I don't know. But that's the only thing that I can figure. What is the problem? He got her out of a jam. That was pretty much how she left it. He forgave her, but he wanted to know why she didn't tell him, in the beginning. But I really like them together, and I hope that at some point in time that she will tell him the truth. I mean, she was talking to Sally about it, and I just hope that she can tell him the truth. Okay, and then you got Lily, you got Nate, and you got Devon. They were sitting there talking about Damien, which Lily had been befriending Damien to get information. She had him investigated. She had Victor to investigate him to find out that he is just the CEO of those companies. He don't actually own those companies. He's the CEO of those companies. So he led Nate to believe that he owned them, but it's owned by some other individual that Victor is having Michael to investigate to make sure this person is not trying to take advantage of Devon and Nathan, Devon's company. Okay, so and then Nate kind of got mad at Lily for having him investigated and interfering, but I don't see anything that she did wrong. Like like they said, at least she found out more about what was going on with Damien than he did, because Damien's mama is dying, and I'm wondering about that. So we'll find out more about that when Nate run for the test with whomever he's going to get to be her doctor to make sure that he can try to save her life. Yeah, and so that's pretty much all I have on that right there. If anybody have any thoughts on that, you can leave it in the comment section and we can discuss it on the next. Okay, I'm gonna go back with Sharon and Phyllis. I don't know. I'm trying to think of why somebody would put them together like that. That's the only thing I can think of is Ian. And like I said, I think it's Nick, has something to do with Nick, because his last conversation was with Nick as he was laying on the chair, supposedly dying. And and then Michael is getting all involved up in this and trying to take Victor got him trying to take Michael's got him trying to take got people planted in Jabot for, I think it said 4 people planted in Jabot to try to take down Jack's company. I don't know yet. Don't know what the storyline is as far as what is Victor up here. If he want to take the company or he want to destroy the company. I don't know. He might. Knowing Victor, you never know. So we're gonna have to wait to see how that part plays out. So I'm going to end it there, and we're going to. I want to talk about the bold. And Finn finally told Steffi that Luna was his daughter. It took him a while to get it out. It started on their anniversary. He wanted to tell her, but he didn't want to mess that up. So he finally told her, and she acted as we all thought she was going to act. She just like she was really hurt, and she was just, how she had that look on her face, like I'm just, I'm scared to death, like Luna's gonna come after her again. But and then he told her about her and Poppy, him and Poppy. He was 18 years old when that happened. He was involved with Poppy, and so she said that Poppy took advantage of him. So she said, that's fine, that's your past. Until he got to the part about Luna. Poppy took advantage, and he told her that Poppy had he had a child, and then it was Luna, and then she got mad, and my first thought was that she was going to run and leave like she normally does, and not give him a chance. When she thinks she's so superior, when she done all of these things, she like when Hope kissed him, you just up and leave, but you and Liam kissed, even though you didn't kiss him back, but Liam kissed you twice, and you never even told Finn. But at least he's always trying to be honest to Steffi, but she's not being honest with him. So but so okay, so she didn't leave. So she said after he told her about Luna, yes, she had a fit, and and was scared and all that stuff, and so she told him that she wasn't gonna leave him. She stayed with him, but she against her, only because she thinks Luna is still in jail, in prison. So that's why she says she's going to stay with him, because she don't have to worry about Luna, because Luna is in prison. Not knowing that Luna is not in prison. She's at Bill's house, under house arrest. But at that time, Finn didn't know that. Okay, after they had their big discussion, and Steffi got mad, and she agreed she wasn't gonna leave. They're gonna stay together, work it out. Even though she, think Luna is in prison. Okay, so Finn goes and see Luna in prison, I guess, to tell her that he is her father. And when he gets there, the man tells him again that Luna is not there, but she's still in prison. She's on house arrest. He told him that much, but he wouldn't tell her where she was. Okay, he wouldn't tell her where she was. But then after he leaves, he sent Finn a text, and so Finn looks, the address, and it's at Bill's house, and so he go to Bill's house, and Luna opens the door. Luna, she opened the door, even though Bill tells her not to open the door. Even the only reason she opened the door, she thought it was Remy, which they call him Dorian. She thought it was him, so that's why she answered the door. Remy is the one that made the nude pictures of Electra, and but Sheila had, in other words, Bill had him over there fixing his air condition, and that's because Sheila recommended him. But not knowing that Sheila gave Bill a fake name, because if she had told him it was Remy, Bill would have known who he was, because he was the one that made the nude pictures of Electra, which is Bill's son William's girlfriend. Okay, so Bill left him there to fix air conditioning, and then Luna comes out and talks to him and stuff like that, and he recognized who Luna is, that she was the one that killed Hollis and Tom. Okay, and he was still there when Bill came back. So Bill, to ask him why was he still there, and then he made up some kind of excuse. Okay, uh, so we're gonna go back to where Luna. Okay, Luna let That's why Luna opened the door without thinking. She thought it was Dorian slash Remy coming back for some other reason to Bill's house. And when she opened the door, it was Finn. And so Finn, he came in, and so they started talking. And so he was talking about the situation, and she was talking about the fact that if she had known who her father was and stuff like that, that she probably would have been a better person than what she is today. And so Finn told her that Tom wasn't her father, and she was looking at him, and then he finally told her that he was her father, and that was a special moment for me. Anyway, I thought it was, a wonderful moment for them both. Uh, and she asked him, how did he know? And he told her that he ran two blood tests, and he ran a blood test, and that, and what his mom had done, his mom thought it was his father. And the test that she had ran, and to prove it to her, he said he ran two tests to prove that he was her father. And then once he told her, and then that's when she said if she had known that, her childhood would have been a lot better than what it was, than the way that she came up. And that, to me, that was a special moment right there for them both. And I'm glad that he told her, and even though she killed two people, I think that this is going to make her a better person, and I feel like he's going to stand by her. And so I just know that's going to make trouble for him and Steffi. She's going to leave because her mom is over there. She told her mom, which is Taylor, and Taylor wants her to leave and come and stay with her with Eric, and Eric with her and Ridge. And she doesn't want to, because she said that Luna is in prison, so she don't have anything to worry about. And then, then Ridge comes in, and they tell Ridge what the problem is, and then Ridge says the same thing. It's best that she come and stay with them, but Steffi just standing there looking, wondering, why they want her to leave, because she thinks she don't have anything to fear because Luna is in prison, not knowing if Luna is out. So, but Luna is, and that relationship is going to be over because she's not gonna go for that. And then you got Daphne Rose, and you got Carter. She has developed feelings for Carter. Now she's just starting to leave town after they have launched a perfume line. And she kissed Carter. Hope sees this, but she doesn't say anything or walk in the room. So she tells Carter that he ought to give the company back to Steffi and Ridge. Okay, and then Daphne leaves because we all know that Carter is feeling guilty. Carter is feeling very guilty for what he is doing, but Hope is pushing the envelope for him to continue to do what he's doing. And and Brooke is telling him too that he needs to get a company back to them, and Ridge she's letting Ridge know that she's on his side, but knowing Ridge, he's always got to run back and forth to Taylor every time something happened with him and Brooke, and I don't understand why Brooke wants him back. That just don't make any sense to me, because why do you want a man that always, he can't even, he breaks up with you, but he don't go by himself. He goes right back to his ex every time, So, but that's their story. It's crazy to me. So the Hope comes back in, and Carter tells her about the kiss between Daphne, that Daphne is leaving town, and Hope tells him that she saw everything, and so he just standing there looking at her. Probably wondering why you didn't say anything if you was just saying it as you was there. Why you didn't say anything, but she didn't say anything. But and so that's pretty much how that pretty much ended. And then about Luna and Finn, ended it right there when they hugged and embraced each other, and that was again, I like where that storyline is going. I'm glad that she has Finn, and me personally, I'm gonna give you my thoughts on what I think about uh, Bold and the Beautiful, and I think that Hope. Me personally, I think that him and Hope is going to end up together because I feel like Carter is not really liking the situation with what he's done, and Hope keeps pushing the envelope. And if she cared anything about him, she would be telling him what let's give the company back instead of keep pushing it. And because she's the only one that's happy about the launches and with the jewelry line and the perfume line, she's the only one that's happy about it. Everybody they glad that everything is going good, but nobody is really rejoicing in it like they would if the forest just was there and everything was going good. So I feel like once everything hits the fan, Finn tells Steffi that Luna is out of prison and she's at Bill's house under house arrest. That she's going to leave him. She's definitely going to leave him, and I think that's what Hope and Carter having problems. She's going to I feel like her and Finn's going to get together and they're going to start sharing their side stories, and they're going to get involved because Hope, she accepted the fact that he wanted to be involved with Sheila, and that would, and that she wanted to be involved with Deacon, which, nobody likes either one of them, so therefore that's how they became close, because they talked about their parents. So I feel like Hope and Finn's going to end up together, and Liam and Steffi going to end up back together. Because that's what Liam wants anyway. And Steffi can't stay out of his face, and he can't stay out of hers. So I feel like, to me, that's how I feel like the storyline is going to end up. And I feel like Brooke and Ridge might end up back together. But to be honest with you, I hope Brooke and Bill end up together, because Katie don't want him. My thing is, I don't know what the big deal is. I think it is because she was with Bill when she was married to when he was married to Katie, and I think that's where the problem lies with her and Brooke. But you went with Ridge, and she got kids by Ridge, but you wasn't with Ridge when him and Brooke were together. So, but that's neither here nor there now. So I think that Katie, if she don't want Bill back, let him and Brooke get together. Cause I'm sick of Ridge and Brooke. I really am, because it's nonsense. Who does that? Who gonna let somebody go back and forth between him and another? I'm not gonna put myself through that. Me personally, I just think that's just ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. I think it is. But anyway, so that is my 2 cents on what I think about the Bold and the Beautiful and the Young and the Restless comment section. So if anybody have any questions, you take it to the comment section, and we will have a chat on the next podcast. Have a good day. Bye.